European football highlights saw Manchester City absolutely crush Liverpool in the FA Cup, where Erling Haaland shined brilliantly. In stark contrast, Arsenal suffered a bitter disappointment, being knocked out by Southampton. Over in La Liga, Barcelona is inching closer to the championship title following a crucial win against Atletico Madrid, creating a massive advantage in the title race. And this is your morning football bulletin for this April on World Football TV. Manchester City thrashed Liverpool 4-0 in a ruthless encounter. With 14 minutes left on the clock, two-star forwards left the pitch with completely contrasting fates. Erling Haaland bagged a hat-trick, while Mohamed Salah left a heavy trail of disappointment. Liverpool played well for the first 30 minutes but then completely collapsed, lacking both fighting spirit and structural organization. Arne Slot's team is facing severe criticism, and his future is now being questioned. Salah missed multiple chances, including a penalty resulting in a forgettable performance that makes his farewell journey look increasingly gloomy. Meanwhile, Man City fully capitalized on their opponent's mistakes, scoring 4 goals in just 20 minutes to kill off the game. Chelsea booked their ticket to the FA Cup semi-finals at Wembley after a smashing 7-0 victory against Port Vale at Stamford Bridge. The goals were scored by Joel Hato, João Pedro, Tosin Adarabioyo, Andre Santos, Estevan Willian, Alejandro Garnacho, along with an own goal from Jordan Gabriel, ending the visitors' fairy tale run. Following a streak of 4 defeats and internal turmoil, this victory helps manager Liam Rosenior and Chelsea relieve massive pressure, building momentum for the crucial stage of the season. The match was virtually settled early on as Chelsea took the lead after just over a minute. This serves as a massive mental boost for their FA Cup ambitions and their race for a Champions League spot. Arsenal severely disappointed their fans with a 1-2 defeat to Southampton in the FA Cup quarterfinals, crashing out of the tournament. The home side opened the scoring through Ross Stewart before Victor Gyökeres equalized immediately after coming off the bench. However, late in the game, Shea Charles scored the decisive goal, causing Arsenal to collapse. Manager Mikel Arteta rotated his squad, but the poor performance led to heavy criticism. Although they still have chances in domestic and European competitions, this defeat raises big questions about Arsenal's mentality in the crucial phase of the season. Real Madrid appeared to run out of steam in the La Liga title race after suffering a 1-2 away defeat to Mallorca. Despite dominating possession and creating more chances, the visitors failed to capitalize. Manu Morlanes opened the scoring for Mallorca late in the first half before Eder Militao equalized in the 88th minute from a corner assisted by Trent Alexander-Arnold. However, drama unfolded in stoppage time when Vedat Muriqi scored the match winner for the home side. This loss puts Real Madrid at a significant disadvantage in the title race. Barcelona took a massive step toward the La Liga title following a 2-1 victory over Atletico Madrid. Capitalizing on Real Madrid's shock defeat, Hansi Flick's squad extended their lead at the top to 7 points. Atletico opened the scoring through Giuliano Simeone, but Marcus Rashford quickly equalized for Barca. The turning point came when the visitors went down to 10 men, handing Barca a huge advantage. In the 88th minute, Robert Lewandowski scored the decisive goal, securing a vital win and giving Barcelona the upper hand in the championship race. Bayern Munich pulled off a spectacular comeback, defeating Freiburg 3-2 in the Bundesliga. The home team went 2-0 up thanks to goals from Junior Adamu and Lucas Höhler, putting Bayern in a tough spot. However, Tom Bischoff shined with a brace in the 81st and 90+2 minutes to level the score. The drama reached its absolute peak when Leon Goretzka scored in the 9th minute of second-half stoppage time, completing an unbelievable turnaround. Despite missing Harry Kane due to injury, Bayern demonstrated the true mettle of league leaders with this highly emotional victory. Al Hilal continued to drop points after a 2-2 draw with Al Tawun in the Saudi Pro League. The home team opened the scoring thanks to Alexander Mitrovic late in the first half, but Andre Giroud scored a second-half brace to put Al Tawun ahead. After missing several chances, Marcos Leonardo scored the equalizer in the 77th minute to salvage a point for Al Hilal. This draw leaves manager Simone Inzaghi's team losing momentum in the title race, as they now trail Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr by 5 points with only 7 rounds remaining in the season. During the FA Cup quarter-final between Arsenal and Southampton, Gabriel Martinelli became the center of controversy for shoving referee Samuel Barrett, though he only received a yellow card. The incident occurred in the dying minutes as Arsenal was desperately searching for an equalizer. A frustrated Martinelli rushed over to snatch the ball from the referee's hands to quickly restart the game. However, this action didn't help. It only slowed down his team's momentum and earned him a booking. Ultimately, Arsenal lost 1-2, and manager Mikel Arteta will certainly be displeased with this momentary loss of control. Chelsea manager Liam Rosenjor confirmed that Marc Cucurella will not face disciplinary action, despite sparking controversy by publicly criticizing the club's decision to sack Enzo Maresca. The Spanish defender stated it was a mistake for the club to change managers mid-season and disagreed with the policy of prioritizing youth players, which caused internal unrest. Although disappointed by the comments, Rosenjor appreciated his players' honesty. In contrast, Enzo Fernandez was dropped from the squad for repeatedly making criticisms. Cucurella insists he wants to stay but left the door open for a move to Barcelona, while Cole Palmer is also reportedly considering his future. Striker Sergio Guirassy has reportedly decided to leave Borussia Dortmund next summer, despite his contract running until 2028. He is looking for a new challenge and is ready to depart if a suitable offer arrives. Several clubs have shown interest, including AC Milan, Fenerbahce, and teams from the Premier League and Saudi Pro League. His contract includes a €35 million release clause applicable to elite clubs. Dortmund is already considering replacements like Nicolo Zaniolo or Fiznik Asllani. Elsewhere, Kieran Trippier will leave Newcastle United in the summer of 2026 when his contract expires, concluding a 4.5-year stint at the club. Having made over 150 appearances and helped the team reach the Champions League, he emotionally said goodbye after the recent victory, thanking the fans, teammates, and manager Eddie Howe. In Manchester, Rio Ferdinand highly praised Michael Carrick and urged Manchester United to sign him to a long-term contract in the summer. Following the sacking of Ruben Amorim, Carrick took over as caretaker manager, leading the team to 7 wins in 10 Premier League games. Ferdinand believes the team is progressing strongly and asserted that he cannot think of any other option besides Carrick to lead the club forward. In France, Marseille manager Habib Beye warned that Ethan Nwaneri still has areas to improve, despite his immense potential. The 19-year-old on loan from Arsenal needs to adapt better to the intensity of League One, though Beye acknowledged his recent call-up and goals as very positive signs. Could Steven Gerrard make a surprise return to Liverpool in the summer of 2026? If the club parts ways with Arne Slot, the former captain might step in. Gerrard admitted that managing Liverpool is a dream, though he is currently not ready for a long-term role. He stated that if the club needs him in a suitable assistant capacity to a top manager, he is ready to help. Finally, Sandro Tonali is becoming a massive transfer target following his impressive performances at Newcastle. His agent confirmed that major clubs like Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Real Madrid are monitoring him closely. Valued at around £100 million, the Italian midfielder's future is turning into one of the most compelling stories in the transfer market. And that wraps up all the hottest football news from the past 24 hours. The most exciting updates in the world of football will be continuously covered right here on World Football TV. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.